T.I.'s son King Harris has found himself back in headlines, and this time it's serious. Arrested after skipping a court date and entangling himself in a string of incidents, King's story isn't just about youthful rebellion, it's about a dynasty under fire. The reaction online was instant, fans asking how the son of rap royalty could stumble so publicly. King didn't shy away. He posted defiant messages, cursing the police, flaunting his disregard for authority, and while many expected shock, the real story lies deeper, inside the walls of a Georgia correctional facility where the son of hip-hop royalty faced a reality far harsher than fame could shield him from. The spiral didn't start in the prison yard. It started long before, with King's public antics. Born into privilege, he grew up under the spotlight, his life documented by cameras and fans alike. But fame didn't soften him, it fueled a sense of invincibility. In 2022, he was arrested for speeding and allegedly driving under the influence, all while his license was suspended. He posted bail, smiled for social media, and treated the court date like an inconvenience. When he skipped it, a bench warrant followed, but rather than laying low, King doubled down. He bragged about standing on his own terms, mocking the law as if it were part of a storyline, and daring the world to intervene. By the time September 2024 rolled around, that defiance caught up with him. Walking into custody, King wore confidence like armor, joking with guards, posing in mirrors, and name-dropping his father as if legacy could protect him. But armor only works so far when the danger is real, and prison doesn't reward celebrity. It preys on it. Within days, the whispers started. He was too loud, too rich, too connected. He wasn't blending in, he was a target. The leaked footage tells the story better than words ever could. One second, King is walking a block with his chin high, shoulders squared, carrying the same bravado that made him a social media fixture. The next, chaos erupts. Three men step into frame. The video glitches. When it clears, he's sprawled on the concrete floor, motionless for a moment, as guards rush in too late. Blood stains the tiles, laughter echoes in the background, and the young heir to a musical empire is dragged away, beaten and bruised. Many see it as just another jailhouse fight, but the timing, the camera failures, and the missing guard suggest something orchestrated. This wasn't random rage, it felt deliberate. And that's where the real question begins. Was this about King, or was it a warning sent to his father, T.I.? The Harris family has always had its enemies. From music rivals to legal adversaries, T.I.'s self-proclaimed title as the King of the South came with warnings older rappers whispered in his ear. Every king invites challengers, and some insiders believe this prison ambush was about more than just youthful recklessness. It was a message. Inside the Harris household, chaos erupted. Tiny Harris moved swiftly behind the scenes, consulting lawyers, freezing assets, and ensuring her son's safety. T.I., meanwhile, worked his network, calling lawyers, strategists, and possibly leveraging favors from Atlanta's political circles. The parents' approaches diverged. One focused on damage control and protection, the other on reasserting dominance. Their carefully curated public image, once polished and united, was fracturing under pressure. King's missteps didn't happen in isolation. Reports from inside the prison paint a picture of a privileged son attempting to play street legend, unaware that his behavior was drawing attention and painting targets on his back. He bragged about having no crew because his family would handle anything for him, flaunted contraband, and allegedly filmed short clips inside the prison, flexing his father's name. To other inmates, he looked like a rich kid pretending hardship for social media likes. That kind of arrogance inside walls that reward caution with survival is a dangerous gamble. The ambush itself was brutal, almost cinematic in execution. Cameras failed at the exact moment the attack happened, guards were absent, and the setting was eerily convenient. Whether coincidence or coordination, the level of precision raises the possibility of a warning rather than a mere altercation. In the outside world, the internet erupted. Memes circulated, fans dissected every frame, and debates raged. Was King's fall a lesson in humility or part of a bigger power play? And that power play extends beyond the prison. The Harris family has a long history of legal entanglements and public scrutiny. Defamation lawsuits, past trafficking allegations, and show cancellations have already put them under the microscope. Add to that the ongoing feud with Sabrina Peterson, and the timing of King's beating suddenly looks suspicious. Some analysts suggest it's no coincidence that old legal documents resurfaced as viral footage of their son circulated. From this perspective, King's attack might be retaliation, a carefully timed move to destabilize the family's legal and public standing. Even social media reflects this tension. T.I. posts cryptic messages about loyalty and fake friends, hinting at betrayal from within. Tiny maintains her polished public image, posting anniversary tributes and luxury travel snapshots, projecting calm while managing crises behind the scenes. Their daughter Anik defends the family online, battling strangers in comment sections as if hashtags could shield a dynasty from collapse. Every move seems reactive, not controlled, highlighting the pressure fame places on those who live inside its glare. Recovery for King remains shrouded in mystery. He's reportedly under heavy medical supervision, heavily guarded, and largely silent outside his immediate family. His social media pages flicker alive with brief stories and vague music snippets, but nothing confirms or denies the true state of affairs. Fans speculate. Some believe the Harris team is controlling the narrative to maintain stability, while others think King himself is playing the long game, documenting everything for a potential comeback that could turn tragedy into profit. After all, he once said his goal was to be bigger than Michael Jackson. Maybe in a twisted way, this is how the legend begins. The damage to the Harris family's foundation is undeniable. For years, T.I. and Tiny sold the idea of a modern hip-hop monarchy, balancing power, loyalty, and fame. Now that image is fracturing under legal pressure, public humiliation, and the fallout of viral violence. The patriarch, once seen as disciplined and untouchable, now appears desperate. The matriarch, previously the calm operator, is navigating survival, making calculated moves behind the scenes. Their son, caught between privilege and peril, has become a living symbol of the dynasty's vulnerabilities. Observers in Atlanta's entertainment circles suggest that King's beating could be the opening move in something bigger. The timing aligns with federal reviews of old cases and new filings from Peterson. Some suggest insiders close to T.I. may have helped spread the footage for payout or revenge. The coincidences stack like dominoes, hinting at a coordinated effort to undermine the Harris name. Official channels remain silent, and silence in such situations often speaks volumes. Every step of the way, fame amplifies the collapse. Headlines once celebrating T.I.'s mentorship now accompany footage of his son beaten in custody. Every story about Tiny's music legacy comes paired with legal controversies and leaked messages. The Harris brand, once synonymous with power and prestige, now feels like a warning. Reputation, once a currency, has become a liability, each scandal feeding the next. And yet, the story isn't over. The ambush, viral footage, and legal entanglements might be the prelude to further turmoil, or a carefully orchestrated opportunity for reinvention. Will the family navigate the storm, protect their legacy, and reclaim control? Or will this series of crises prove that even hip-hop royalty can fall? What's clear is that every misstep, every leak, every court filing is magnified, and the next chapter could determine whether the Harris dynasty survives or unravels entirely. King's journey from privilege to prison, and the family legacy surrounding him, isn't just a cautionary tale. It's a lens into the high stakes of fame, the fragility of public perception, and the dangerous games that accompany power. The Harris name has always drawn attention, but now it faces challenges that are both public and deeply personal. Every move, every statement, and every post online is part of a story bigger than any one person, a story about legacy, loyalty, and survival. The question now is, can the royal family of hip-hop endure this storm? Can they transform scandal into strength, protect their son, and reclaim their throne? Or will this be the moment where even a dynasty built on fame and influence begins to crumble? As the world watches and speculation grows, one thing is certain: the Harris legacy isn't just being tested, it's on trial. And the outcome, whether redemption or ruin, is still unwritten. Until the next development, we wait, we watch, and we question. Because in a world where fame never forgets and influence never fades, the story of King Harris and the family he represents is far from over.